What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're all doing well today. Today, I'm excited to go over everything that I worked on that came over from Dave. Goes by Satu Dave here on YouTube and on Instagram. Recommend checking out his collections, especially if you're into big bruiser knives. Let's get into it. Okay, so today's going to be a relatively straightforward, shorter version of my normal videos. So I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about what he had sent over and a little bit of the work that I had done for him. We're going to start with some work he did for me. He actually made a titanium pocket clip for the Schrade Radox. I really do like this one. Next thing I'm going to do is actually acid etch all of the hardware because I really just can't stand it. And same time, I'm probably going to be looking for titanium hardware, maybe that fits this, that's flat screws instead of button screws. And then I am going to do an acid wash on the liners because I don't like them shiny. But this pocket clip he made for me is exactly what I wanted. The other one rode really, really high, made it uncomfortable. This was exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Dave. I really appreciate it. Just messing around tonight since I had everything out for the ano. I decided to do a bronze. And I think I kind of like that against the carbon fiber, the shred carbon fiber. I feel like it picks up these little reflective parts of the carbon fiber that's on here. I think that looks pretty good. And the other thing that I'll be doing is I am going to be stretching the Omega springs out to make them a little bit stronger. They're a little light right now, so I'm having a little bit of an issue with the kick out. If that doesn't fix it, then I'll probably switch to some thicker ones that I've got. But highlighting the scale here, the pocket clip here, I was working on his scales, really looks good. It goes in and out of the jean pocket really nicely, and I'm just really happy with the overall results. Dave did fantastic work, and you're about to see that here in his other knives in just a moment. He sent this one along as well, name right here, and he wanted me to do the pivot collars because he felt like they were kind of blending in. So I did do them at the same voltage as this, but they don't stick out a whole lot, and I think he just wants something that has a little bit of pop maybe. I'm hoping this is what he wanted. I did send him the picture as I went through like the full spectrum. I was taking a picture and writing them down as I was doing them for him. And we ended up settling on 14 volts. He likes the darker tones here. These are Damascus. That's why it has the colorway that it does. So it's picking up the lighter colors here in the parts that are welded like that, and then are folded in, the metal that is folded in like that, and then the actual titanium is taking the bronze. So hope you enjoy that, Dave. I hope that's what you were looking for as far as a little bit of a darker color that kind of blended in. Now these two, when I got them in, he had done some finishes on them, and I was going to try to just stone them a little bit to have a little bit of the color show up in there, kind of make it reflective. But when I went to do the bath, it did not want to take at all. I even got fresh batch put together and put it in there and tried it, and it still wouldn't do it. And I didn't want to take over or overdo his batch or finish with the bath, so I reached out to him, and he said he really wanted some that had some anodizing to add to his offering. So I stripped it with the winks, and then what I ended up doing was with this one, I ended up doing a hand polish so that when you're touching it, it's not, you know, a total fingerprint magnet. And then I took it through a stonewash bath just to get these little pelts in here, just to give it some variation and color since it is such a big flat scale. And then I left where it's going to connect kind of raw, but then I ended up finishing off everything that's going to show. So when this is in place like so, you'll see that it kind of matches the scale. So because this is, if it's going to be taken apart and put together, you know, frequently for maintenance and things of that nature, it's going to scratch up and wear down anyway. Not horrifically, it'll hold up, but it's just going to scratch anyway, and I just wanted to get it to match this. So I think this came out really nicely. Depending on what light I'm playing off of, you kind of get a little bit of variance in the colors. These scales look really, really good. Y'all should definitely jump on them if you want something a little bit different for your Satu. This one here, I did the winks, did not polish it. I used acetone to clean everything off to make sure that it was done after it came out of the electrolyte bath, to clean it from the winks. So I double cleaned it is what I'm saying. And I know Satu doesn't really like the purples and things of that nature. So what I decided to do here is I went with, it had a little bit of purple up here, so I had to kind of re-dip it a little bit. So it's a little lighter than I wanted it to be in the middle. So I did the blue faded into the green here. And then I did a little bit of a darker green here on this particular one. And I don't know, he may want to just go ahead and restone it again because I can't get that black spot out. But as you can see, it's meant to, sliding all over the place, so I'm going to line up the holes. It's meant to highlight the greens back here, especially as you get towards the back. And I really like this finish. I think it's really cool looking. It definitely looks better in person. I also did a stone wash on this, so you get a little bit of reflectivity off of the stone washing there, as you can see across. I probably could have done it a little bit more, but I wanted to go kind of like at a medium stone wash for the first one here, just to see if this improves any interest in the scales. But they're really, really well done. Thank you, Dave, for sending them over. This is great. It's almost therapeutic for me to kind of go through this stuff. I get some alone time out in the garage, decompress a little bit, just kind of alone with my thoughts while I'm working on this type of stuff. And working with my hands is a really good distraction. It's one of the reasons why I liked working on cars and motorcycles and mountain bikes. It's really great, so I appreciate you sending along. I hope you like the work. I'm going to send them off on Monday to you to get them back right to you so you can talk about them in next week's video. Hopefully some folks might be interested in these, but I really enjoyed it, my brother. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you to everyone out there that regularly leaves likes, comments, and is subscribed. I appreciate all the love and support. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. Until next time, peace.